They say Americans always follow a winner, but sometimes we seem to follow our losses. There's Custer's last stand, the Falcons in the Superbowl, and the Alamo. Boy, do we remember the Alamo. On March 6, 1836, Mexican forces ended a 13-day siege, overwhelming legendary frontiersman and a former U.S. Congressman, Davy Crockett, and a small garrison at what is now downtown San Antonio. Crockett's crew lost that Texas battle, but they won that war. The forces under Mexican General and President Santa Anna were defeated less than 2 months later, and "Remember the Alamo" was the battle cry they heard when that happened. And while we remember that, we should also remember our local connections to this historic act of defiance. Few of the Alamo defenders were Georgia natives, although two of them, Albert Calvin Grimes and William T. Malone, were among the youngest, just teenagers. One of the most famous Alamo fatalities was the man with the big knife, Jim Bowie. Burke County folks would like to claim he was born there south of Augusta. Most historians, however, put his birthplace somewhere else, usually Kentucky. Still, we know there are two well-connected Edgefield County connections to the Alamo: William B. Travis and James Bonham. Bonham and Travis were second cousins, both from Edgefield's Red Bank section, which is now Saluda County. Bonham had an incredibly contentious but entertaining life in South Carolina as both a college student and a lawyer. He is believed to have died that March 6th, manning a cannon outside the Alamo Chapel. He is still remembered in Texas, but not as well as his second cousin, William B. Buck Travis. Travis, like Bonham, had an adventurous life, to say the least, some of it not very commendable. But I think we can agree that he rose to the occasion at the end. He was only 26 when he ended up outside that old church turned fortress and read his men their enemies' demand for surrender. Certain death was near, and Travis said he would face it. Then, legend says, he drew a line in the sand with his sword and asked any man willing to stay with him to step across. All but one did, and all but one died. And that is why we remember the Alamo.